Tony Blair made his speech today in central London in what was billed as his final speech as Prime Minister on Muslim affairs and Muslim issues here in the UK. First of all, I want to welcome his recognition that you can't hold 1.6 million Muslims in the UK responsible for the actions of a small minority of thugs and criminals. And those of you who listen and watch my webcasts on a regular basis, I have always said that Islam never sanctions the killing of innocent people, whether they be here in London, in New York, in Baghdad, or anywhere else in the globe. Islam teaches us to promote tolerance and respect for human life, for diversity, and to stand with those that are oppressed anywhere in the world. But what Tony Blair hasn't been talking about today is his double standards in UK foreign policy. What he hasn't been talking about today is the demonisation of Muslims by ministers like Jack Straw, Phil Willis, Bill Ramble, Ruth Kelly, Tessa Jowell, and the list is endless. And what he isn't interested in talking about is an illegal war in Iraq, where over 1 million innocent people lost their lives. We were promised weapons of mass destruction. He failed to deliver on that. And it's no wonder that today he didn't want to talk about UK foreign policy. I mean, I've been calling, and the Ramadhan Foundation for many years has now been saying that the UK foreign policy has contributed to an increased risk of terrorism. That's not what we're saying, but Sir Michael Jay, the former permanent secretary at the Foreign Office, who said that if we went into an illegal war in Iraq, if we went into an invasion of Iraq without a second UN Security Council resolution, that we would see Britain at an increased risk from terrorism. So as Blair prepares to leave office later this month, we can reflect on the sadness that so many innocent people lost their lives in his attempts to cozy up to President Bush and the neocons across the pond. And I say this to our American friends, brothers and sisters who watch this, and I know many of you tune in to listen to my webcast. I say this to you today. We stand with you and we agree with you on many issues. But the war in Iraq was wrong, and you now in America are also as anti-war as we are in the UK. We want to build a coalition across the world of people who are against the war in Iraq. And we say with one voice, it's time to bring the troops home.